Greetings, medieval romantics. This is just a little test video to try to introduce you to the sorts of things that we'll try to do if we have to move to an online platform for this class. Of course, it won't be optimal, but I want to try to develop a system that allows us to have the best experience possible together under the circumstances. Now, what I'll do is I'll have a series of these short lecture-y kind of bits, no more than 5 minutes in length. It's a real problem to upload more than that, and I also think it's not that interesting for you. I also will put together some discussion board stuff and perhaps some quizzes. I'm also going to upload some examples of, for instance, how one might go about doing the class moderation. That is one of the things that's coming up for most of you yet, as well as the group projects having to do with the translation. And so what I'll try to do is make some samples of what that might look like and load that up there for you. And then either as an individual or in your pairs or when we get into the group modules, what you'll do is you'll make some materials that you'll in fact send to me and I'll upload onto Moodle so that the rest of the class can have that experience and learn from each other. But what we'll start off when we first come back after the break, we'll start by I'll post some materials to kind of model for you what this might look like. And I'll also have some alternative kind of materials, like I said, like a discussion board, perhaps some quizzes, something that allows you to do work outside of class time to illustrate that you have mastery of the material. This isn't really an exam-driven class traditionally, but we're going to have to add some sorts of components to give you the opportunity to show that you are up to speed on the materials, and also to point out where you might have some questions. So as we go along, I will post more and more material to Moodle to try to help with that. But I'm also going to give you the opportunity to work in groups or as individuals or in pairs to develop some materials that you can share with the class. And I'm very open to creativity there. So I want to try to make this as fun and productive as possible, even though it really isn't an optimal system, of course. I'm doing this all kind of preemptively because we haven't been told that the rest of our class materials or even the next couple of weeks of class materials are definitely going to go online. But I want to be prepared for that, and I want to prepare you just in case that's the way that it rolls. Actually, my own 14-year-old son was on a school trip to France, and he's coming back in, I guess his plane landed about an hour ago. I was just looking at the time. I'm going to go pick him up, and he's going to have to be quarantined for 14 days, and I'm going to be with him. So actually, for the first week we get back from spring break, it's optimal that I have another platform in any case. So the way this will work is I'm going to put a bunch of stuff up on Moodle. I'm going to have a series of these short lecture-y bits. I'm also going to make Zoom available to you, and I'll send you some links for you to be able to meet with me during class time. I'm sure many of your instructors are doing this, but also I'm going to run my office hours that way. Although I'm also free to talk on the phone, or if you want to Skype, or if you want to email. There are various platforms we can use to make sure that we stay in touch. But during our regularly scheduled class periods, I plan to use probably about half that time so that we all can get together, and if you have questions, or maybe I'll raise a few points. I mean, it's not really an optimal platform for a class discussion, but it does allow us to gather together so that if there are issues that you have, you can raise them, and that's usually helpful to the other people in the class. But in any case, I just want to say welcome aboard. We're going to keep plugging away with medieval romance, and whatever we have to do to give you the best experience possible, that's what I'm going to try to do. And we're all in this together. Nobody's thrilled about it, but I'm going to really try to set this up so that we can still have fun and learn a lot. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care.